PharmaMar is a global pharmaceutical company based in Spain that specializes in the discovery, development, and commercialization of marine anti-cancer drugs.
PharmaMar is an ocean titan, a unique global biotechnology company that is discovering and developing marine-inspired novel mechanism of action medicines for patients all over the world. We are inspired by the sea, driven by science, and motivated by patients to deliver to them drugs that can impact their lives.
In 1986, when we founded PharmaMar with the idea of discovering marine-derived drugs, the rationale was nature has provided us with excellent medicines. Everybody knows penicillin, for instance. So we thought, there should be also interesting drugs in the oceans, taking account that 80% of the living species are marine. There was no research on marine drugs at that time. With that idea, we founded PharmaMar. We got the first approval of marine anti-cancer drugs, and today we have 3 marine anti-cancer drugs in the market. PharmaMar is a fully integrated company. We go from the marine samples we collect on the oceans to the patients, that is our final goal, and we do everything. Those collected marine samples, we have the largest world collection with more than 350,000 samples. We have an screening. We do the chemical synthesis. In these labs you are seeing, we perform this task. Then we have to provide the drug for preclinical trials required by the regulators, and then the clinical trials that, if finally are successful, lead us to an approval and commercialization. We have in Europe our own sales force. In the rest of the world, United States, Australia, Japan, we have partner companies that commercialize the drugs. For instance, the first drug, Yondelis, is now commercialized in more than 80 countries in the world. And that means that PharmaMar is the world leader in the discovery, development, and commercialization of marine anti-cancer drugs.
We start with marine discovery, and then our multifaceted research and development team takes over. The clinical department puts the medicine through its rigors, and ultimately the regulatory authorities give us approval, which allows us to give access to patients, from seaside to bedside.
Pharmaceutical industry includes many disciplines: drug discovery, cell biology, chemical synthesis, pharmaceutical development, and preclinical studies. The difference of PharmaMar, the big difference, is the source of our research. We are collecting marine invertebrates around the world, like sponges or the invertebrates, and we inspire in the products that we isolate from these marine samples. The research process at PharmaMar starts with the marine expeditions. With those samples, we check the biological activity here in our labs, and after seeing that there is something active, there is something that kills cancer cells, we can obtain this product by a synthetic process, by chemical synthesis. It means that we are able to reproduce the molecule that the nature is giving us in the lab. After having this product, of course, we have to study the activity in preclinical studies before starting clinical development.
The sea as our source material is of particular materiality to PharmaMar. We need to treat it with respect and responsibility within the context of our legacy of innovation. We own this responsibility proudly and intend to leave nothing but footprints in the sand. We have a long-term sustainability plan that is looking at all aspects of our business, from our suppliers to our partners and other stakeholders.
I don't want to say that it's more fruitful and successful, for example, but I will say that it's sustainable, because the nature is our source, and we can collect marine samples around the world, in all the seas, in all the countries, that we can establish an agreement.
One recent change that we have implemented is regarding our marine expeditions. Whereas in the past, we were doing these expeditions across all of the world's seas and oceans, we have now changed tactic and are using local academics and researchers to partner with them, such that we not only are saving the emissions, but also we are imparting our knowledge base and educating them to better their own local environment.
It means that in the future, the countries will establish same research or similar research with different area or same therapeutic area with the research that we are making here at PharmaMar.
We seek to use the sea to inspire new medications to help patients afflicted with serious diseases, and we intend to do this with a responsibility and respect for the environment and the biodiversity of the seas.
Well, I think we can say that the future is very promising. I mean, I am convinced that in the oceans you can find not only anti-tumor compounds, we have proved that, but I am convinced that there are antivirals, antibiotics, anti-inflammatory. So we have the largest collection of marine samples, and we have only looked at anti-cancer drugs. Now we have started to look at antivirals, and we are finding very interesting antiviral activity. So I think we have a very interesting future ahead.
I have a dream, and my dream today is to develop a drug for treating patients with glioblastoma. There is not treatments for glioblastoma. There are many children that die every day with this disease. For me, the future, if I can develop a drug for a cancer like that, it will be that everything that I have done here at the company will be completed.
I'm very proud of PharmaMar, of the team that we have in PharmaMar, and the impact we have had in patients. And I think we will continue to provide solutions for treatments in cancer for patients.
The future at PharmaMar is exciting. We continue to explore the seas, seeking new medicines with novel mechanisms to help patients afflicted with serious diseases. What could be more exciting than that? PharmaMar was the first company in the world to develop a marine-derived anti-cancer compound. Now we have 3 approved medicines for cancer all over the world, helping patients improve their lives. We do this with responsible respect for the marine environments that we source, as these two are joined at the hip for the benefit of humanity.